For most CPA firms, tax season isn't really a season, it's more like a storm. It's that chaotic, all-hands-on-deck sprint that just leaves everyone completely exhausted. But what if you could turn that annual chaos into a powerful, strategic advantage? We're about to break down how outsourcing your tax services isn't just about survival anymore, it's the key to truly scaling your firm.
I mean, doesn't that just capture the feeling perfectly? That frantic energy, the constant pressure. It's something everyone in this industry gets, and let's be honest, it is absolutely exhausting.
So does this hit close to home? That sense of chaos that starts creeping in around January, deadlines that just seem to multiply out of nowhere, and a team that's completely burned out before the flowers even start to bloom? If you're nodding along right now, you are definitely in the right place.
Look, this isn't some kind of personal failure. It's a systemic problem. It's just built into the traditional firm model. It's this annual marathon that leaves everybody gasping for air. But here's the crucial point. Continuing to run that same race every single year is a choice, and it is not the only one you have.
And this right here, this is the core idea that changes everything. That old belief that you have to hire, train, and manage this massive seasonal team is, well, it's breaking down. A smarter, more flexible model isn't just possible, it's already here.
So, what is this smarter way to scale? It's really about flipping the script on outsourcing. It's about seeing it not as a last resort, but as a deliberate, super intelligent strategy for growth and for efficiency.
And let's be really clear here. This is not about cutting corners. It's about achieving better outcomes. We're talking higher quality from specialized experts, lower operational costs without all the overhead of hiring, and of course, faster turnarounds for your clients. But that last point, the ability to actually breathe, that might just be the most valuable return of all.
Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? Let's pull back the curtain on the outsourcing playbook and really get into the mechanics of it all.
In the simplest terms, it's about partnering with a specialized external team to handle your tax prep work. Seriously, think of it like plugging in an extension of your own office, a dedicated back-office team that's ready to go from day one without you having to go through that whole painful hiring and training cycle. And the scope of what you can offload is huge. I mean, just think about all that time-consuming compliance work, the 1040s, the 1120s, the endless bookkeeping and document review. Imagine all of that, right down to the final client-ready tax package, being handled for you. This is about delegating the heavy lifting so your core team can focus on what really matters most.
Okay, the concept makes a lot of sense, but what about the proof? Let's dig into the hard numbers and the strategic wins that explain why so many firms are making this move right now.
Let's just start with the number that changes the entire conversation. 50%. Firms are seeing operational cost savings of 50% or even more. I mean, think about that for a second. You get to eliminate the costs of salaries, benefits, and overhead for all those seasonal hires, and instead you get to access on-demand expertise. The financial impact isn't just significant, it's immediate.
All right, next up, let's talk about the talent crunch. Come on, every firm owner knows this struggle. Finding skilled tax pros during peak season is a complete nightmare. Outsourcing just solves that. It's like having a bench of experienced, trained professionals ready to jump in the moment you need them.
Now here's a really clever logistical advantage. A lot of outsourcing partners work across different time zones. And what this means is that work on your clients' returns can literally continue while your office is closed for the night. You're creating a 24-hour work cycle that dramatically speeds up delivery to your clients.
Now this slide, this shows the real transformation. Take a look at the before column. Compliance chores, paperwork, constantly putting out fires. That's the reality for most teams, right? Now, look at the after column. Client advisory, relationship building, strategic growth. You're not just buying back time here, you're fundamentally changing what your best people work on. That is the real game changer.
Okay, so the why is pretty compelling, but what about the how? Let's be honest, finding the right partner is the most critical step to making this entire strategy a massive success.
This checklist right here is your guide. First, and this is non-negotiable, you have to vet for U.S. tax code expertise. Second, bulletproof data security. You're handling incredibly sensitive information, so this has to be their absolute top priority. Third, you need a seamless workflow sync. They have to adapt to your tools, not the other way around. And finally, demand transparent communication. You need a partner who really feels like a part of your team.
But of course, this brings up a big, totally valid concern. It's a natural fear, right? If you bring in a third party, are you going to compromise your client relationships?
Well, the reality,
is often the exact opposite. It can actually improve them. By delegating all that compliance grind, you reclaim the time and the mental energy to be a true advisor for your clients. The relationship doesn't just survive, it actually gets stronger.
Okay, another key operational question we hear all the time is about branding. Who does the client actually see? Who are they interacting with?
And the answer is simple. They only ever see you. The service is completely white-labeled, which means the entire process happens under your firm's brand. Your outsourcing partner works in the background like an invisible extension of your team. You maintain 100% control of the client relationship.
So this brings us to a really critical point. This whole strategy isn't just about surviving tax season anymore. It's actually a platform to expand your firm's capabilities and build for the future. Once that trusted partnership is in place, you can suddenly expand your firm's services without expanding your overhead. I mean, imagine offering full-service bookkeeping, payroll, or even controller-level support, all under your brand. You instantly become a more valuable, full-service firm for your clients. So the crucial takeaway here is this. It's all about shifting your mindset from dread and survival to strategy and delegation. It's about taking control of tax season instead of letting it control you. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Surviving tax season year after year, that's one path. But building a firm that's truly positioned to grow, to adapt, and to thrive, well, that requires a different one. The only question is, which firm are you building?